GM what? Good afternoon, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow speakers. Today definitely isn't the first time that I've had to explain a GMO to a non-farmer. My name is Rayanna Repka, and I live on a farm in a small farming community northeast of Edmonton, where hormone-free, organic, and GMOs are often discussed at family functions, around town, or during science classes at school. Explaining a GMO to a farmer can be quite simple, but to a non-farmer can be quite the opposite. First things first, I think now is a good time to explain to you just what GMO stands for. A GMO is a genetically modified organism. It is a laboratory process of taking genes from one species and inserting them into another in an attempt to obtain a desired trait or characteristic. Now this may sound pretty harsh, but in all reality, genetically modifying an organism is much like natural selection. You can breed a certain bull and cow to get the desired calf, or two specific dogs to get your idea of the perfect puppy. But the only way to do this with plants is in a lab. That is the main complication with this issue. But what is the process? Scientists can alter the DNA of seeds using chemicals or radiation, then choose from the results which plants to breed. That is one way of doing it. The other is to take parts of a gene, or many, from a virus, plant, or bacteria, and insert them into another to make better use of the desired feature. Sometimes genes are moved from the same type of thing, like from one ear of corn to another, but they can also mix different species, like a bacteria in an ear of corn. These changes can be as simple as making a plant more tolerant to a certain weed or pest, or even needing less hydration in case of a dry year. Now you may be wondering, are GMOs safe? Agencies responsible for ensuring food and health safety say foods with genetically modified technology are safe, and newer biotechnological techniques can rapidly improve the quantity and quality of food available. In fact, seeds with GM traits have been tested more than any other crops in the history of agriculture, with no credible evidence to harm to humans or animals. Now you may ask, but why do GMOs have such a bad name? People consider GMOs manufactured food because they start out in a lab, not in a field or garden. Manufactured is the wrong label to give them, as they are grown just like any other plant. Consumers believe that GMOs are unhealthy and bad for them. They also believe they're bad for the environment and food chain. That is incorrect because they are not harmful to people or the animals that need to eat them. Plants are being changed, not poisoned. However, it is true that they're bad for the food chain. For example, if a canola plant was genetically modified to be immune to a certain weed that it needed the canola to grow, what would happen to the organisms that fed off of the weed? They would either be forced to adapt, or the ones that didn't adapt would start to die off, affecting the rest of the food chain. Many people have a problem with this because of the following reasons: not understanding them, misinformation, not liking what is considered manufactured food in general, and concern for biodiversity. But many people are okay with this because GM food products are tested for safety and allergen potential before going to market. Actually, GM food products are among the most tested products in history. Biotechnologies can be used to make food more nutritious. GMOs can reduce the use of pesticides, which is better for the environment, and GMOs could be our closest way to adapt to global conditions. Many people are asking that products containing GMOs be labeled. The problem with that is that people who disagree with genetic modification will then possibly stop buying these products. The sales will go down, laboratories will stop producing them, farmers will stop growing them, and agriculture will have to go back to the way it was before, and continue to struggle to keep up with the growing food production rates. GMOs have been a part of history since 1935, and with agriculture and its technology evolving as fast as it is, maybe this change is a good thing. So for now, it looks like GMOs are here to stay. But what is so special about these GMO things? Well, the world population is expected to increase from 7 billion to 9.5 billion by the year 2055. And the only way to sustain this increase will be through the implementation of more genetically modified organisms.